we're gonna focus on the kitchen right now. We're gonna focus on the kitchen. The kitchen. We got the kitchen cam. Where's the kitchen cam, bro? Kitchen cam. All right, we got the kitchen cam popping up just now. LG's cooking right there. Let me take off that overlay. We got the table. We're live. We're just. Let me take the table out. Okay. Why is it not showing what you're doing, bro? Yeah. Hold on a second. There you go. There you go. All right. All right. All right. All right. There it is. There it is. You got your mic? Yep.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, bro.
All right.
All right. All right. So I'm going to join you in the kitchen then for a minute. All right. We got Taylor Peebles in the background.
What's going on?
All right. We're gonna bring him. Yes, we see him. Okay. So we'll just have him set up in the background. So we got here, help me hold this big ass bag of chips up. We got this big ass bag of chips. It's upside down because we don't want you to know who it is. No, we don't want them to know who it is. They ain't sponsoring us.
That's it. With the name all over the hand.
Chips, you know what I mean? All coming up. All right. Cool. But we gonna prepare this two ways. So, tell them your way.
The way I guess I'm used to, and it doesn't. I'm cool with the way you're about to do it as well. The deep fry, right? Deep fry some fries.
Yeah.
And the way Block wants to do it is oven fry some fries.
Yep.
So. Oven some fries.
Is it baking when you fry? Is it baking when it's fries?
You're baking it.
You're baking fry? Okay.
Yeah.
So I got the easy job, so I can just
flat out. You can just toss it.
I can just toss it in here.
All right. And I'm a deep fry at a time. Take some out. Put some in. I wouldn't mind some hand towels in here.
Hand towels? Oh man, bro, I don't even have hand towels right now. We ain't at that level.
I would
yet,
touch
man.
it, but no. Let me get it for it.
No. Got it. Back. Hey, can you open that for me? All right. Now, I like to cook these at 450, 12 minutes at a time, and then flip them. The timer is your best friend in the kitchen.
And when you say flip, you mean I go in there and play with them and flip them around?
I can come in there and do that. Just flip them over. You know what I mean?
All right.
Is what it is. All right. And then, I wish I had some. Let me see what I got here. All right, we're going to turn that live on just shortly.
Whoop.
Oh, hold on. There that goes too. Hey.
Napkin.
Hey. So you can take those out.
Yeah.
I'll just dump them in the fryer or dump them in that. Sure, whatever works.
The fryer makes more sense.
All right. We got the table view happening right there. There we go. All right, so
I'll handle that, Bill. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, you're welcome.
He did give you an idea to do that?
Who? No, he's like, yo, we can wake him up. I'm like, yo, listen, man, I'd swing if someone woke me up like that. Nah, bro, don't even do that shit.
You're like, no.
Thinking back, one of the times I asked the man to come out, he almost got lit on fire. Now you gonna light him up like that? Nah, bro.
Sleeping?
You while he's sleeping? Brother, sleep?
Fully warned.
Oh God! All right, so
I pass out anywhere.
We have a guest. We have a guest, gentlemen. We have a guest. We're gonna bring our guest into the cooking portion.
Make it.
Hello.
How's it going?
It is going well. We just had some camaraderie. We wanted you to have at least some people in the audience before we brought you in. So, you know.
Oh, right on.
Yes.
You need what?
Quite the mustache. I have to zoom in. We got to give them the zoom in.
Good. It's not that good right now. I had to cut it because I was working with granite. So It's not fully
Okay.
able to curl right now.
Oh, it doesn't curl. Okay, it's all good.
Not right now, no.
It's still full though. Mine, I
Yeah.
shave mine because mine doesn't. It doesn't come through as full, and when it is, it just curls right up into my nose.
Yeah, no, that's not a fun experience. Mine does
Not
that
all of
every
us.
so often.
Not all of us have a luxurious beard either.
Yeah.
Tis the season, right?
It is. It definitely is.
That's
So
beautiful. Beautiful beard.
yes. Uh, right into the camera. Oh man! So we are talking with Taylor Peebles, Memoirs of Mustache.
Yes, sir.
I heard. I think it was alliteration 4.
Okay.
I heard alliteration 4, and I was just like, because I thought I had an affinity for acronyms and alliteration until I heard that number 4. And I was just like, wow,
I appreciate
he's
that.
going.
No,
Like I had to play it back a couple of times to try and count how many letters in a row or letters you went in a row, kind of thing. Like how many of the same letter you used in a row.
yeah, that is the hardest part is when I was writing all those to figure out when the ands and the ones that break up all the certain letter words fit. But it's hella fun writing all this stuff for sure.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Tongue twisters beyond all belief.
Oh my goodness, definitely. I can imagine the crowd trying to keep up.
Yeah.
So
Well,
how have
hopefully
you,
when this all cools down, we'll be able to do that and hang out again at the VHC or the Black Sheep.
definitely. It's been a minute. Shout outs to both of those establishments for, you know what I mean, staying afloat.
This is it, right?
I think the Black Sheep is one of the only places in town that I haven't played yet, except for the Honest Lawyer.
Oh, okay. Well, then we will get you in there. That's for sure.
All right. I mean, I think with Zach Burry, I might be able to make the cut. On my own, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's one of those things where, I don't know, sometimes people have their perspective. Well, no, people always have their perspective.
100%.
But, you know what I mean? It's just a matter of whether or not you share perspectives or you can come to a common understanding.
Well, I agree, but I will say the Black Sheep is very much like the VHC and all accepting.
Yes. VHC. Oh my gosh. There's so much good I have to say about the VHC. One of the first places I actually performed in town. What up, L? How's the cooking going?
Real good, bro. Real good.
All right. So yeah, one of the first places I performed in town actually. Good people, good vibe. I always say if you want vegetables done right,
Yes,
you gotta
this
go
is
there.
it, right? Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
I
Oh,
agree.
man. So how have you been keeping busy during this pandemic?
A lot of writing, working on that 4-track album was I think a month of the quarantine and keeping the blog going and just doing random stuff.
Okay, all right. So when did you figure out you had an affinity for alliteration?
That came about probably, I think I would say 4 or 5 years ago. It was my third full-length book that was being published, and I just kind of was like, you know what, let's forget about the meaning of what I'm trying to write and kind of write in a structure. And alliterations and limericks were the main focus because they can be taken very kind of a joking way. You can make it funny, but it can also be serious. So I did a full book of those, and then it kind of took off, and I was like, okay, this is the style that I want to keep going on.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
And it also performing it kind of shocks and awes the crowd one while.
Okay. Well, speaking of wooing the crowd, we're gonna pop up the chef LG in the building. LG, what up?
Hey y'all.
Yeah. I'm just here.
Just got me some some fries that are ready, so I'm gonna put them over to the side, let them dry a little bit before I put them in the oven beside yours.
I'm not sure I'd put them in the oven with the rest of them because they're at
like,
a high temperature.
Not with them, just beside it to share the heat.
No, I know, but okay.
It'll be after they're done.
When all of them are done?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like as you cook them.
No, man.
You see, this is why we like. This is why I like to communicate. Hold on.
Right.
My
You got to
phone's
explain
buzzing.
it all.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because you know what I mean? I have full confidence in his capacity. It's just
Yep.
sometimes I'm not sure about what's going on. So I like to make sure
This is
I'm thinking things through.
All day.
Oh man, what cheese curds are you guys gonna use?
Oh,
What's
wait.
that?
Actually, we got the expert with that. Hold on. We're gonna bring up our AV guy Jay.
Okay.
But cheddar cheese curds.
Ooh, yes, yes.
Sounds delicious.
You're going deep in with the curds.
Yep.
Cheddar curds.
Cheddar curds, yep.
Which is also very new to me. So I'm about to find out the excitement behind it.
Good
Yeah.
stoner food.
Definitely.
Facts.
They are slightly intoxicating.
Mm.
A little bit.
So, speaking of slightly intoxicated, check them out on Facebook, Slightly Intoxicated, facebook.com/slightly intoxicated. Ironically enough, spelled appropriately phonetically. Yeah. I honestly probably only use that many big words in such an order because of me remembering that alliteration thing.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that. That honestly, when I heard it, I'm just like, I challenge myself to step the bar up. You know what I mean? It was like, I was happy to hear it because, believe it or not, I'm a nerd at heart. You know what I mean? We're just giving L sometimes to cook up what he's cooking up. But I like to think, you know what I mean? And you made me think. I was checking your grammar at some points, which was on point. I was checking, you know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
I was looking at the structure, the phonetics, I'm like the syllables, the pronunciations. I'm just like, there's someone out there who appreciates the art of language. You know what I mean?
It is. Yeah, that is the one thing that I massively fell in love with was the art of the language, especially English. It is.
Yeah.
Oh, you can do so much with so little.
So true. So true.
Oh, it's just a blast.
Yeah, but okay, everybody's in the room. All right, cool. We got some kitchen conference going on. I'm
Nice.
just see, we're gonna pull it up. Okay, they off camera. I gotta get multiple.
Is there?
You need it in every corner in every room.
You know what I mean? I need at least 10 cameras. Just boom. I've worked my way up from 2.
Yeah.
We have 4. We could have 5 running right now, but it's just like
Oil period.
I didn't know when overkill was. You know, I have some more in the freezer if you wanna dive into it. More of the curd.
I mean fries.
Frozen?
No.
Oh, okay. You see what I'm talking about? Like I'm out of the loop.
That guy's brain is racing.
But no, let's get so geez. Memoirs of Mustache. That's your performing name, or is that the name of the
Yeah.
So that is one of the performing names. I like to, in every project I've done, I've liked to do a different pseudonym just to kind of keep people guessing and keep them not really knowing who this is or what's going on. So I guess, yeah, for the performance aspect, it's Memoirs of a Mustache. For the poetry and the books, it's Dorian Gray. And there's a few manuscripts in the works that have a different pseudonym, so I just kind of keep throwing curveballs to people.
Yeah.
It's been one of those fun things to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess around November I'll check back in with you, see if you got that curl.
Yeah.
And then
it will be back. It will be back.
How long does it take how long does that take to actually form?
Say it would start forming probably around 3 or 4 months, and then it just keeps getting curlier and curlier.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
It
Right,
does.
so
It's not too long.
yeah, I cut it maybe I think maybe a week or two ago, just because I was working with granite, so I had to have a respirator on for this last week.
Okay.
So the curls don't fit in properly, so I don't get the air seal.
Okay.
So I had to cut it for that, just to stay safe,
All right. Yeah. Well, safety first, of course.
right?
Gotta check in with the kitchen now. But
Oh yeah.
y'all want to adjust the camera angle so we can see what's going on?
Because you can hear it, right?
Yeah, I can hear something going on. Like you really want to hear something going on. You can also check out this spell. The album special is available at thespellmusic.com. That's my 12-minute mark. So I gotta jump into the kitchen and you know what I mean, get that going. But
Man.
you'll be able to see me as well. So we will pop this up here. I was going in. Okay, let me go. So, L,
Yeah.
you want to ask any questions while he's up there? Artist.
I would, from an artist to another, it was just, what started this journey?
So this journey started, well, so I've been a musician since 16, originally a bass player. So from 16 till say 23, I was always in bands and doing all that stuff. Got into the negative side of it, right? The alcohol, the drugs. So around 23, I kind of was over all that, and I left to go live in Beijing for a year, and no music, no nothing, just kind of purged myself of everything. And the poetry came out of it. That was the main thing that helped me purge everything. So I just started publishing, and here it is now. It's something for the last 9 years that I've focused a lot on.
Do you still do music?
Awesome.
I do. I don't play bass anymore, but I play around with the guitar.
What genre, style?
I would consider myself an avant-garde musician, putting some blues and jazz in it. The main influences have been Sonic Youth and the Velvet Underground.
Ooh, nice.
Well, it's a lot of noise, but it's fun.
All right. All right.
Mhm.
Jay, you don't say much. Continue.
What do you mean I don't say much? Oh, he said some bands there I definitely like. Lou Reed. Oh yeah.
Well, he's the
Velvet
big
Underground?
he's the big one that put poetry and music together. And once I listened to his whole discography, I was like, yep, this is where I can go.
Metal Machine music. That was just. I enjoyed it, but it was out there.
Yep, that's the consensus that I get for a lot of people, because everyone knows Transformer and Blue Mask and stuff, but you're like, no, check out Metal Machine music, and everyone's like, no, that's just crazy. I'm like, yeah, and it was there's some video of him on YouTube doing that tour, and it's just the most amazing thing in the world. Just him sitting there with a pedal board that is as big as a kitchen table, and he's just sitting there messing with things.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the big inspiration too. That you can just do that.
His biographies.
I do. I have a lot of his stuff. So he's yeah, the way he wrote all his albums and all that stuff, I kind of studied. I kind of fell into the way he deals with people. Of the, you know what, I'm just gonna do me and leave it alone. But no, I've been following his career for a while, and it's a bummer that he died. But they all do.
Yeah. Do you use his tunings?
I have a little bit. Like when him and John Cale first got together, I used the tuning they were using a little bit in the first Velvet Underground, where it's pretty much all the same. Every chord
No,
is
just
an
the
E.
Yeah.
So I've done a few things like that. That's a hard one to bring to shows and stuff because you got to tune it properly, and then you know I only have like 4 or 5 songs, which can be a good set list, but at the same time you want more stuff. So
Yeah.
he's always
I was
yeah
just
that
curious
tune-
because a lot of people say he's an influence, but don't understand that he had his tuning was very special to him and what he did.
very much so.
Like I think his final tunings that he liked to use was just C across it. I can't remember the name that he calls it, the tunings that he uses, but it was just basically every string was C, just at a different octave.
Yeah, brilliant that way. And
It was
there's
insane, some of the stuff.
right there's one story that David Bowie's ex-wife. I have a documentary where they both, when they were writing Transformer, and Mark Ronson, who was the Spiders from Mars, that guitarist, he was in the studio with Lou, and he was like, "Man, your guitar's out of tune," and Lou just kind of looked at him and shrugged it off and kept playing. So Mark just walked over and started tuning his guitar, and Lou's just still.
Good luck. Grab some fries while you head back.
Did you ever watch the Metallica stuff that he did?
I was trying to stop you from eating. I was trying to keep the show going. Yeah, that's the first action thought.
Oh,
I like the
There we go.
Metallica
Okay.
stuff that he did.
it was interesting watching the interviews
Yep.
on how they dealt with, like, how he was to deal with it. Was like they showed up. It was kind of weird. They said the way he, had his circle and they jammed through a few things and then he turned around. Okay, I guess this will work. We'll do something.
Oh yeah, but that's another one of those albums where I've shown a few friends and they're
Yep.
like, "Yeah," and I'm like, you know what? That's what I like, crossing genres. Like that is completely 2 different worlds mashed into one. And that gave me a lot more respect for Metallica. I'm not a big Metallica fan until they did that, and I was like, oh, you guys do have some skill.
They did some interesting stuff with him. Same thing when they worked with David Allan Coe.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, that was Pantera. Sorry, that was Pantera. Pantera boys that worked with David Allan Coe.
Have you heard the Lou Reed song with the Killers?
I don't remember. I'll have to look that up to make sure.
It's fantastic, and I think it's called Tranquilizer. I forget what album it's on, but yeah, no, it is. I think the last thing that he ever did was that, because I think it was released in 2012 and he went in 2015. But another great collaboration. It's profound, to say the least.
I've always been a fan of his since I was, ever since I can remember.
Yeah.
And then I started dividing into the books that were written about him, and then his biographies about him in the Warhol days, and how it's phenomenal some of the stuff he's still lived through.
Yeah, it's amazing to have a career like him would be insane.
And it's somebody that was so far ahead of his time that he really didn't get famous until 20 years after doing it.
Yep, that was it, right? Which is definitely an interesting concept. But yeah, when you're that good and ahead of your time, especially the Velvet Underground, especially they were in the 60s, and the Doors, the Stones, but then you have this random New York band who's killing it.
Yeah.
Just crazy stuff.
Killers, right?
Yeah, Killers. Yeah, I think it's Tranquilizer. I want to check now.
Yeah, Tranquilize.
Look at them fries, though. Look at them fries. We about to have ourselves a nice poutine. Poutine. Sorry, the poutine's about to be not looking. It's interesting that you choose to use the tongs, El. Tell me about your choice.
Because the fries are all bunched up, right?
Okay.
So I'm able to just grab a whole heap of them with the tongs
Okay.
and strain them at the same time.
All right. There's a method.
Yeah.
There's definitely a method.
A lot of
looks
times
like we
you might
got
think,
about 7 minutes left on the timer. You wanna when you're done with that, you wanna open that oven and give them a shake for me?
no problem.
All right, appreciate it, fam.
Yes, sir.
All right, so yeah, we're preparing for the next podcast to come up, which is the Savage Circle Potluck Podcast.
Nice.
Yeah, we do a trifecta on Saturdays. You know what I mean? Try to get because there's a lot of talented individuals and personalities out there.
There is.
And yeah, it's like there's not enough. I don't find there's enough outlets for them. So, like, you know what I mean? I welcome you to revisit the show. Keep us up to date on what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Always.
Let us know. Like, you've been on LG's Cooking. Well, you're on LG's Cooking right now. The
Good
Savage
honor.
Circle's up next. We have the Terrell Effect. There's Candid Conversations. For those who like combat sports, you know, we might open up Tough Talks a bit, but we'll see how that goes.
Nice.
But yeah, there's just plenty happening right now that you know, I want people to be a part of or see what's going on. And like I'm glad to have like Jay on board with what we're doing, and like LG. Like I'm telling you, if he wasn't cooking right now, I'd probably be going like 4 or 5 hours without eating, just to wait until the next show where I would have had space to. So, and that's not to discredit my wife and Jer holding it down, but you know, it wasn't until recently that we even had the show here.
Yeah.
So
No,
you know,
it's awesome, man. Giving a platform for everyone to talk and then communicate through these weird times.
yeah. It's like everybody who said in 2016 they knew where they were going to be in 5 years is wrong by a
Right.
long shot.
The universe threw us the big chaos theory and said, "Yeah, try this."
Yeah, for real.
Right.
Didn't even like. There was no hesitation to it. It was just, yeah, wait, okay.
It just
Like,
showed up.
you know what I mean? Kimura locked.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh man.
Oh,
But
crazy.
yeah, it is. It really is. There's a lot happening in the world, so it's just a matter of, you know what I mean? I find that taking the time to focus on something that I enjoy helps.
100%.
But there's just so much to do. I think, but to be honest, I had planned on working from home for like most of my high school career. I'm 37 in July. But from high school, I said, you know what? I'm going to work from home. Everybody I knew, like family members, you know what I mean? Of all variations. Oh, the thing I regret the most is not being able to spend time with my family because they're working so hard. So it's just like, okay, boom. So I'm going to work from home.
Yep.
But then they discredit what you do because you're working from home.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my god.
Wait a minute, hold on. Did you say?
Surprised at that.
It's an interesting thing. Yeah.
I did not know you were that heavily tatted, though.
Yep. I got my right arm done. I got one on my left, and then one on the back of my neck, and then one on my right side.
Oh, the back of the neck. Did that not rattle your brain a bit?
Not so much the brain, but the spine. I will say he was a little heavy-handed, and I think he was new at when it happened. It was, I think that one was maybe 14 years ago.
Okay.
So yeah, when he hits the bone of the spine, it goes down your spine, which is an interesting feeling.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Just gotta chill.
Yep, that's it, right? Like, thank goodness you're in a position where you really can't move. You kind of just have to like stay relaxed and that's it. Really, you can't flinch too much.
Okay.
But yeah.
I remember I got the inside of my forearm done.
Fun.
And I'm trying to be all macho man about it and shit because my wife got hers done first, right? We got
okay.
Not matching tattoos, but like interlocking tattoos kind of thing.
Oh,
like
right on.
Tattoos. So like my tattoo lines up with her tattoo and it makes a heart kind of thing, but it's actually a lion's head. It's 2 lions' heads.
That's pretty sweet, man.
Yeah, bro. My daughter picked it up. My daughter helped pick it out. So like, yeah, we went with it. It's honestly,
awesome.
It's cool. So,
yeah.
But she got hers done, so I'm watching her all calm, cool, and collected, having
For
a nice
real, I know, man, they're
conversation,
so
talking it
good.
over like it's nothing. You know what I mean? Me, on the other hand, I'm like, okay, so it doesn't hurt. Got into my bro, man. My legs were up on this, like there was like a half wall beside the bench that I was on.
Oh
My
yeah.
legs were crawling over that shit while my arm was in place, and I'm just like, I'm sitting there like, okay, like you can't move. You're already in for it. She's already got
Yep.
the lining done, so you're stuck here, bro. Like get
Gotta
her
go
in.
with it. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, gotta go with it. And it's a beautiful tattoo. I'm glad that I stuck with it, but it was the last tattoo I've gotten because I didn't expect to, like my shoulders. Nothing.
Oh yeah.
You know
No,
what I
it's
mean?
a different pain that not many people realize that it's. I try to explain it as like a rug burn going over and over again, but it's a little bit more than that sometimes.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
This forearm, I had 3 tattoos done inside of 17 hours.
That's got to feel
Gone
good.
again?
They did 2 of them.
Yeah.
And then 8 hours later, we did another one.
Did another one.
Yeah. So he was sitting here while one's all trying to heal. He's going like this to pull it all tight while he's doing other stuff.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Yeah, one was done with a 11-point shader, no single needle, and the other one was a 9-point shader.
Damn.
No liner whatsoever.
No liner whatsoever, eh?
Yeah.
Well done.
All freehand.
Yeah. No. I was a newbie. So
Yeah,
well,
no, they're
relatively new.
fun.
Let's see what's going on in the kitchen.
I love my tattoos.
Oh, that's it, right? I'm stoked that I got all
ready?
my stuff done.
All
I still
right.
need more.
So what are we going for now?
We're almost done with fries, bro.
Okay.
Should come make a plate.
You don't need to tell me twice.
I don't think you need to cook the whole bag.
I'm not trying to.
Oh, okay. Okay.
There's not enough fridge for a full bag.
Oh man. Hold on a second. We gotta.
No, you guys go get your food.
Okay.
It's
I gotta
it's
check
poutine
this.
time.
So what is your
I
favorite
told them,
tattoo
like, the
that
last,
you
what,
have?
12 minutes ago? Yeah. Or 9 minutes.
Favorite one. That's
No one see my ass piece.
Hey. Midnight and Daylight? That's
no, I don't.
Isn't that hard to do? Thick?
Right. Well, and it's a lot of awesome tattoos I got. I got all the old American traditional on my arms.
Nice.
But I don't know. I'd have to say the one I got a zombie wolf, for lack of a term, on my wrist. And that one was, I walked in. He's a friend of mine who did my sleeve.
get a handful of those.
And I walked in to go hang out with him, and he's like, "Okay, well, we need to fill in your sleeve. We need that one piece." And his wall was not anything that I really wanted. And he's like, "No, well, we got to do it." And he had the picture of the wolf that he did when he was in college for all this on the wall.
Yeah.
I said,
You're meant
"What about
to have
that? What about that bad boy?" And he's
Try
like,
to run.
"You got it. It's yours." So I'm honored to have that part of my sleeve that he took a picture of his own art and put it onto me. Well, that's definitely the big one.
It's on mine. Like nobody else
Yeah.
has this.
Who did your stuff?
It's the guy who, well, my wife knows his name, Dylan. It's that tattoos by Dylan.
That's the
Put it
curves?
on Facebook, and he just, compared to what's on my arm
Yeah,
now,
your
he's
stuff
like
will be able to
10,000
melt that no
times
problem because
better.
it was just coming straight out the oven.
Okay, right on.
Like, his realism is
Dump out the.
amazing.
When you dump out the fries.
I still finish
But,
this one.
yeah.
Look on the inside of my wrist is
Move
gonna
something
have
aside.
a
Take the
barcode that
napkins
you can
out.
scan.
The fries.
Okay, yeah.
Some little
Perfect.
fine line.
Okay. I can do that now then, I
Finish
guess.
all the shading on this.
Right?
Sweet.
And the rest
Have you
of my
seen?
elbow, I only
I got
half
the
of
hit
it
the
done.
first time. I just couldn't.
Yeah, I'm not touching
Someone
this.
throw
The
the
elbow is
pineapple in the freezer?
no dice for me. I did the inside.
It's frozen.
That's the closest I got so far. I'm up to here.
Nice.
So here.
Top part, and that was a half an hour. That was the only pain I've ever felt in a tattoo.
Okay, yeah. Well, it makes sense, right? It's bone.
I was sitting like. When he was tattooing me,
Right.
it was chicken, so I wouldn't move.
Ah, okay.
Apparently, I went pitch white. His girlfriend took pictures and everything because I fell asleep snoring through the rest of it.
I never heard the term pitch white.
Pitch white, no.
Pitch white. Yeah, that's not fun though.
Rare term, to my
What are we doing?
knowledge.
Oh, we got some gravy going on in here. You popping it up?
Tattoos.
Oh, okay.
They got all the food going right now.
Making me hangry.
At lunchtime? Oh no,
That's
it's going
right.
for dinner.
Oh man,
What else you been up to?
not much. Just chilling. Well, I got to start back at work for the last 2 weeks, which was nice. But if there's another lockdown, it's probably going to stop a little bit. So I do renovations and remediations for a living. I went into business with a friend 3 or 4 years ago, and yeah, we've been doing that ever since.
Hey, whatever hustle pays, right?
This is it, right? It's we like working with each other. We like doing what we do. He's another musician, so we get to do all the creative stuff outside work and talk about it during work.
Are you local?
Precisely.
I'm sorry, I don't know much about you. That's why I'm asking. Are you local to the Niagara region or no?
Yes, I'm in Welland.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, right now.
Well, too bad. Next time you should come in.
Oh, they definitely. Because you guys are on. You're in Welland too, right? Obviously.
Yes, he is. Yep. And there's a studio downstairs. I actually brought my 7-string because I thought somebody was gonna be here, but hey.
Nice. No, next time I definitely will. I live in the apartments right across from the Seaway Mall.
I don't know how far that is from here.
What?
Seaway Mall.
Seaway Mall is less than 8 minutes. Okay, hold on. In your driving, it's less than 3 minutes.
Way to
You're down the street
clarify.
from us.
He just up the street, yeah.
Where the Timmy's is at the top?
Woodlawn. He's on Woodlawn. Or
Oh,
off of
okay.
Woodlawn.
I don't know where I am. My GPS comes.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah,
We'll get together at some point for sure.
definitely. Yeah.
Especially when I bring stuff.
Oh yeah, he's always got something new. Oh man. All right. So yeah, life is good. Life is good. Just got
Life
some.
is good.
Yeah, man. All right. Well, looks like he's just about finishing the last bit of the food.
Grease.
Yeah. We got. It's something, man. It's something. Like this idea kind of fell together, and it's been working ever since.
But you can't go wrong with food and conversation. That always just goes hand in hand.
It does. It's like, and like I find that around when I'm eating, I'm more focused on the eating than I am censoring myself. I mean,
There you go. Yep.
Conversation is just free flowing, and it just works.
This is it, right? I agree.
Yeah. So we got two different preparations of fries. We had the stovetop deep fried in a Dutch pot, which is different than the air fryer or pressure cooker or anything like that. And we also have the oven baked fries.
That's it, right? The good classic way.
Yeah, I like the way the fries on the stovetop have cooked, but with these fries in particular, they usually turn out either way. So yeah, I just gotta see how it looks. We'll see how it looks shortly.
This is it, right?
Yeah.
Just time. Just takes a little bit of time.
Yep. Last week we made ackee and saltfish with fried dumpling.
Damn.
Yeah. So like for a potluck podcast, what kind of dish would you bring?
Ooh, that's a good question. I can never say no to dumplings. That's always a big one for me. Yeah, I would definitely I would stay with dumplings just because I enjoy the Asian cuisine and culture massively, so that is something I stick with.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, we did them the Caribbean style though, so like they were fried. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, they were. It was a tandem effort. I put the ingredients together. Elle actually prepared and fried them, and we're gonna have to do that meal again. We're
Yeah,
gonna
you
have
do,
to do
yeah.
that meal again. Yeah,
These look amazing.
yeah.
These look,
It's pretty
yeah.
dope though. So you said you don't play
These look
bass
amazing
anymore?
right now.
Well, I do, but my bass is it's a little bit out of commission. The last studio I went to, the engineer was a little bit of a prick and decided to mess around with my settings, and he somehow broke my volume knob.
Oh,
So right now she's sitting in the closet, just
mm,
taking it easy until I have enough money to take it to Central and be like, you guys need to tune this whole thing up.
Yeah.
okay, okay.
And then I really, once I got a guitar, I kind of just focused on that because doing a solo show, as much as it's fun to do with bass and vocals, the guitar added that little more melodicness to it.
The Canadian guy
Yeah,
that likes
yeah,
all-
yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh yeah.
Well, everybody keeps saying the word festival.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, that would be fun.
awesome. Yo, listen, give me a backyard, some speakers, and my drum box. You know what I mean? Like,
That would be good. Yes,
I would rock with that straight up. Like,
I agree.
it's something to start with. What we got going on here? We got the kitchen view. Hey, what's going on in there?
Fat man trying to figure out how to get fatter.
All right, the fries. All right,
Look at
let's
that
throw those
golden.
fries in the let's throw those fries in the oven for a little bit, I guess.
Us fat men are trying to figure out how to make us fatter.
Okay. Okay. It should fit on the side. Yeah. Yeah. Bam. Okay. So
what a
put it on a
glorious
plate.
scene.
On a plate.
The curds on a plate.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, man. I was gonna say that would be awesome. Like, I'm in town, so we can definitely connect.
100%. Yeah.
I'm always open to sampling new sounds from different artists, so there's that. Jay's willing to throw a vibe down on, you know what I mean, on something. So yeah,
definitely down.
all right, sounds good. Yeah, man, we gotta connect the dots. You know what I mean? Everybody knows something that somebody needs to know, and
That's facts.
okay, yeah, and
100%.
what I was gonna say was I find like putting everybody together is like Nick Fury assembling the Avengers. It happened 13 movies in.
But this is it, right? That's
Yeah.
the problem with musicians is it's hard to get us all together.
Yeah, it's very true. It's very
No,
true.
I agree. That's I try to reenact what happened in the 60s with everyone, right? New York had their scene, California had their scene, and it was the most crazy scenes ever.
Yeah,
And why can't we do that again? So
exactly.
let's start that up again.
Exactly.
It has
So
that fried truck.
let's keep in contact. Let's keep the
That's
network
really what I tasted when
going. Like
I
a
got
lot
an
of people
image
don't
and I was
realize
like,
Welland's got a lot to offer this region. You know what I mean? So
Oh, it has been the underbelly, but it's where all the underground musicians are hanging out.
I call it the Radiator
How I do
Springs
it,
of
right?
Niagara region.
I like it.
No,
Yeah.
Apologize.
no worries.
All right, we got the man's them cooking up in the
We
kitchen.
got some curds.
Yeah, but remember, we still have that other bag too, eh?
Yep.
You guys are that serious about curds, huh?
No, your man here got excited.
The only time I could say it was premature.
Oh my goodness. Yep. Are you putting it over top of the pot and putting the pot on a low temperature?
Nah. Cheese doesn't take long to defrost.
Exactly.
I know, kidding.
That's
All
right. If you got
all
the
right.
fries
So,
hot enough and you layer it.
Let people know where they can find you.
And you'll be ready for it, right?
You can find me. SoundCloud and Reverb Nation is Memoirs of a Mustache.
Yep.
That's where I'll be releasing all the tracks coming up and have pre-released a bunch of stuff. YouTube, sorry, is the same thing. Memoirs of a Mustache.
Okay.
Yep.
Instagram is Renovations with Writings, and that's where I'll post quick little videos, random poems that I come up with during the day, and then all the stuff I do during my day job. The blog is Avant-Garde Takes the Night .ca, and then that will go to all the blog posts that I do, which has all my information as well.
Okay.
Facebook is Poetry Takes the Night. That is the stuff that I host at the Black Sheep Lounge.
Okay.
Once this quarantine stops, I try to host a poetry reading series once a month at the Black Sheep Lounge, usually on a Saturday. And we get together for like 2 to 3 hours, a handful of poets and musicians, and hang out and read lyrics and poetry whenever we can get together.
Okay.
So that's
all right.
yeah, that's all the social media.
Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. So y'all heard it. We've been here with Taylor Peebles.
Yes, sir.
Taylor Peebles. Okay.
Got
I
it.
saw the name and it stuck in my head. I was just like at first I was just like, Memoirs of a Mustache. Fuck, I forgot his name. And then the first time I saw it, it's been ingrained in my head since. So yeah. LG.
Yeah.
This is your show. You got the food ready?
Yeah, man.
We about to sign off?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, I guess hit him with the closing remarks.
Hey, I just want to thank y'all for tuning in and joining us. Our guests, thank you for tuning in and joining us.
Thank you
for
for having me.
How you all got started. Appreciate getting to know you for a little bit. And hey, join us next week.
All right.
Enjoy the food.
Will do. And you definitely got to come in for an episode. So that is my invitation.
Awesome. You let me know what can be scheduled, and then I will show up.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, man.
All right. Okay. Hold on for after the show. We got to talk.